medium లో బాగా వస్తాను.
సరే తీసుకో. I request Sudha Vamshi sir to be here with me. White on the either is sound or something.
ఓకే చెప్తా
ఏం లేవు సార్. Yes. Academic luminaries, distinguished delegates, scholars, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students and the media persons. Very good morning to you all. It is with immense pleasure that I, Mr. P.C. Lakshmikant, lecturer in English of this college, of this August College of 107 years accomplishment, extend a very warm welcome to you all on behalf of the Department of Commerce and Management for organizing this Icssr sponsored 2-day national seminar on decision and disruptive technologies in India, trends, challenges, and opportunities. Icssr, for the benefit of first year students who are sitting beyond, Indian Council of Social Science and Research, New Delhi. It has its branches also in certain areas. So this seminar is being sponsored by Icssr. Now, without taking much time, I invite the chairman and the chief partner of this national seminar, the principal of our college, Dr. Icssr-National, to preside over this inaugural session. And I request Srimati V. Chandrakana to offer a bouquet to our principal. Now we humbly request Professor P.V. Apparaval, Department of Commerce, SK University to grace this inaugural session as the chief guest. Sir, welcome. Sumangani Madam will be offering bouquet to our honor.
Sir,
In the same humbleness, I now invite the simpleton with tons of learning, Professor of Commerce and former Registrar of SK University, above all, gentlemen to the court, Sri A. Venkatramana Garu, to share the dais as our guest of honor. Welcome, sir.
Madam.
Thank you. And I now invite onto the dais Professor D. Anjaneyulu Garu, Head of the Department of Commerce and Chairman of the Colleagues, SK University, onto the dais as special guest on the occasion. Sharmila Ramaya is offering a bouquet to our Anjaneyulu sir. I now invite onto the dais Professor T. Siddhani Garu, Department of Management, former Registrar, SV University, Tirupati, who has kindly accepted to deliver the keynote address at this nation's seminar. Kavita Madam offering bouquet to our Professor Siddhani Garu, who will be delivering the keynote address on this seminar. May I now welcome the protagonist, I can say, our doyen of the Department of Commerce, HOD, BBA, and our college NCC officer, Lieutenant Dr. G. Ranganathan, the convener of this national seminar. Madam Radhika offering the bouquet to Dr. Ranganathan. And one more thing, recently has been elected General Secretary, Akhila Bharatiya Rashtriya Saikshik Mahasabha, that is All India Teachers Organization. Welcome, sir. And now, in spite of being busy with conducting up some FDPs, TOTs, apart from his routine duties, he has left not even one stone unturned to see that the college would get a chance of conducting a national seminar sponsored by the Icssr, and has brought his dream come to realization. That is none other than Ranganathan. Welcome, sir. We extend our sincere gratitude to the Honorable Commissioner of College-Dept Education also, and the patron of this national seminar, Dr. Poma Bhaskar Garu, who could not personally grace but extend his best wishes on the occasion and could accord permission for on-duty attendance to the faculty of the 4th Zone Government College faculty who are attending this seminar. Here is our hearty welcome to the galaxy of eminent personalities who will be delivering lead lectures, special talks and presentations in this seminar. With the same morning jest and gesture, I extend a hearty welcome to the teaching faculty, non-teaching faculty, students, media persons to this national seminar. Indeed, for everybody it's an opportune time to renew and enhance the knowledge by attending to the presentations of the famous academicians from various institutions. So, this is about the invitation, sir. Now I request the galaxy of the national seminar who are on the dais to take part in lighting the lamps. As Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan has felt that a good teacher is like a candle, it consumes itself to light the way for others. Let us start with proceedings by lighting the lamp of knowledge.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु
यया विना जगत् सर्वं शस्यजीवन्मृतम् ज्ञानादिर्ये देवी तस्यै नमो सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः यया विना जगत् सर्वं मूकमुन्मत्तवत्सता या वाग्देवी स्वात्री तस्यै वाण्यै नमो नमः ॐ स्वस्तिर्भवतु
Sir. So, as we said, there are two ways of spreading light. To be the candle or the mirror that reflects the light. So, as a follow-up, may I now request our V. Chandrakala Madam with her team to offer prayers. As a token of respect, let's all stand up, please.
श्री सरस्वती मामवतु श्री सरस्वती कोमलकर सरोजिनी मामवतु श्री सरस्वती कामकोटि पीठ वासिनी मामवतु श्री सरस्वती या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वतीं भगवतीं निःशेषजाड्यापहाम्.
Thank you, madam. Now, the next item is releasing of souvenir pertaining to this nation seminar. I request the chief patrons, guests, honored guests, to release the souvenir of this nation seminar. Big round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. I request once again the students of Commerce Department to ring up one more friend of their own, either from second year or final year, to be associated with this nation seminar, because you are going to see how the delegates are going to drive in very beautifully about this very new concept, that is disruptive technology. Disruptive technologies and how they are
encompassing the commerce field. So I request the students to bring in more from their side. Yes, sir. Now it's time for the President's opening remarks on the seminar, as I request Dr. Devakar Reddy Garu, the President of the session, to take over.
Good morning and very warm welcome to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I am pleased to extend my heartiest congratulations and best wishes to the Department of Commerce and Management, which is organizing two-day national seminar on digital and disruptive technologies in India, strengths, challenges, and opportunities. It is funded by Icssr, today. Nowadays, the business world has led to various technological innovations ultimately leading to the disruptive technology. There is a limited understanding of how disruptive technologies and digital economy are changing the business environment rapidly. Emerging disruptive technologies like Internet of Things, big data analytics, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, fintech, and multi-cloud environment and 3D printing have heralded now possibilities in the field of business and management. Digital transformation is a continuous process of change. The proposed national seminar tries to address the paradigm of disruptive technology and its influence on the multinational companies, MSMEs, and startups. The seminar deliberations are intended to throw a light on above issues and find the suitable strategies to adapt and face disruptive technologies. As the principal of this institution, I am proud to have been associated with such a dynamic and insightful seminar. It is a great opportunity for our students, faculty, and staff to learn from industry experts and gain valuable insights into the latest developments in disruptive technologies. This seminar is thoughtfully planned and being executed, and I appreciate the Faculty of Commerce and Management departments for their commitment in conducting this seminar. I am impressed by the selection of speakers and panelists who are going to provide our audience with a wonderful information on digital and disruptive technologies. I also request the organizers to register the positive outcomes of the deliberations of the seminar in the Department of Commerce for future reference. Thank you one and all for attending the seminar, and my best wishes to the Department of Commerce and Management faculty for making the seminar a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time. I request the convener of this national seminar, Dr. G. Ranganatham, to say a few words about the purpose of this seminar.
Sabha Saraswati Vandanam. Respected Principal of the College, Dr. Icssr-Devakar Reddy Garu, the Chief Guest of the National Seminar, and my Guru, Professor P.V. Apparao Garu, and other Gurus, Guest of Honors, Dr. A.V. Ramana Garu, former Minister of SK University, and the present Dean and Head Board of Study Chairman, Department of Commerce, Professor D. Anjaneyulu Garu, SK University, and other eminent teachers Professor Siddhaya Garu, who is going to active today as a keynote addressee, as a former registrar of SV University, Tirupati, and signatories of the dais, my dear student friends, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the national seminar, which is organized by the Department of Commerce and Management, sponsored by the Icssr, New Delhi, in the celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This particular seminar, it depends upon the human. When you look into the human civilization, it is always travels from one reality to another reality, and there is no good and bad attached to the any reality. In this scenario, a thought came into my mind that to convene a diversified intellects to deliberate on the and offer the best solutions to the existing problems in the business society and make the better business world. I thought to deliberate on the contemporary issues like digital economy initially, but when I had discussions with my colleagues and my teachers, and then it will move to the other way around, that is digital and disruptive technologies and its importance in the business world. Indeed, I had extensively reviewed the literature in order to articulate my idea and come out with a theme that the multidisciplinary approach. And then the concept of digital and disruptive technology has finalized for the national seminar. It is an outcome of business environment turbulence nowadays and induced by the digital technological innovations. There is a limited understanding of all the communities regarding the digital technologies and disruptive technologies, and it is the right choice to conduct the national seminar on this particular digital and disruptive technologies, trends and challenges and opportunities. And then disruptive technology creates away the existing systems because it has attributes that are recognizingly superior than the existing systems. There is innovative technologies and digital economy will help the society by providing the services at reasonable prices at cheaper cost. And hence it is essential to disseminate and provide information to the academicians and researchers, practitioners and society at large through the organizing of the national and international seminars and conferences. The proposed conference may focus to conduct deliberations and findings of researchers will be presented and will have a fruitful discussion, and that will lead to the outcome of the seminar. This conference will make significant contributions by adding existing knowledge to the literature and the ongoing discussion on how disruptive technologies and digital economy is actually changing the business environment. In light of this, the National Seminar on Digital and Disruptive Technologies in India, Trends, Challenges and Opportunities will give a platform to discuss on how the large companies and business enterprises are going to change and adapt the new technologies and prepare themselves to evolve in a volatile economy. So I request all the researchers and participants and paper presenters, keynote speakers and different delegates to actively engage and participate in this program, and then make sure that we are going to come up with such a policy which is going to be submitted to the Icssr New Delhi for making a decisions regarding the digital and disruptive innovations which are happening in the business world, which are going to be creating difficulties as well as opportunities to the business world as well as to the individuals. I hope the seminar is going to be fruitful, and then finally we are coming out with such a good policy decisions, and we are going to submit the same to the Icssr. Thank you for your active participation, and I hope all of you are going to have active participation and happy learning and happy sharing of knowledge and views on the topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the college, being the Nodal Resource Center, on behalf of the NRC, I very much appreciate the efforts made by my colleague Dr. G. Ranganatham for having brought forth this innovative seminar in which more than 600 are participating online and offline. So the very fact establishes how innovative and how lucrative and how much necessity is there in conducting such national seminars. Thank you very much. May I now request our Professor P.V. Apparao Garu to deliver his message in this inaugural session. And before that, I request Sharmila Ramaya Garu, Department of Commerce, to give a brief introduction about our professor.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and students, a very good morning to one another. Dr. P.G. Apparao received PG degree from Andhra University, Visakhapatnam, and PhD from Sri Krishna Devaraya University, Anantapur. After a fruitful and purposeful service of 36 years, he did retire from the service from Sri Krishna Devaraya University, Anantapur, as a professor in 2007. He has co-authored 5 books and edited 2 books. He has published more than 40 articles in national and international journals and contributed several chapters to books and reading materials of different universities. He was associated with different research projects sponsored by different agencies in different capacities. He guided 12 PhDs and 13 MPhils to the completion. He has attended several seminars, workshops, conferences, and organized few seminars, a refresher course, and a staff development program. He has worked as a chief editor of Management Today, an international journal of management studies. He has delivered several guest lectures and 7 radio talks. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, madam. Sir, please.
Respected President and Seminar Director, Dr. Icssr-National, Principal of this Inaugural College, distinguished Professor T. former colleagues, good friends, and guests of honor, Dr. K. and Dr. U. My old student, faculty member of this distinguished college and the seminar convener, to the late Dr. James Raghunath. Distinguished participants from different universities, institutions, and colleges, and staff and students of this distinguished college. There are few students out there on staff of this college. Great people like Neelam Chandra and this since available in other students who are associated in some capacity or the other in this college. Now this college are allowed to speak. Are enabled to speak. They give a long list of eminent personalities who are associated with this college, either as students or as staff members. It has got a long history and those who are working in and those who are studying in this college are doing, I consider them as very people. When the staff and students of this college have under us responsibility of maintaining decency, dignity, decorum, reputation, and prestige of this famous college. When Ravana rang me up and he told me that he has got sanctioned by Icssr seminar, then I have to manage to thank his digital and disruptive technologies. Then I thought it is better if we have included the term disgusting also. Many technologies nowadays are developed at the same time discussed. Daily, without any relevance, tens of messages I receive on my laptop. And then memory is exhausted by those unnecessary messages. So whether we like them or not, whether they are useful or not, then we will keep on receiving those messages. In that way, many of the technologies are discussed also. So, anyhow, whether they are discussed or not, many technologies are disruptive technologies. And those technologies, neither which make the old technologies or existing technologies to vanish or come discussed new technologies. Now, for the farmers, of course, you know, buying and selling. It can be within the country or outside. Then, in the same way, management has got different functions. The commerce has to create different utilities. Then only it will be able to, then only a businessman will be able to sell his products. So, for creating those utilities, time, place, time, etc., and for performing those functions, like human resources function, finance, marketing, production, etc. Different technologies are used, especially information technology is used at every stage in commerce and management. Here, we cannot say we don't know about those technologies. So we have to acquire knowledge. As teachers, we have to acquire knowledge first about those technologies. Acquiring means it is not complete knowledge, but we have to know what technologies are possible, what technologies are available, and what are useful for what purposes they can be used, mainly farmers and management. Generally, we can educate the students. So, in that way, this topic is very much relevant, and Mr. Governor has appropriately conceived the idea of conducting a seminar on this topic, and I think it is very useful. And many people have come from different areas, and they will have to present. Many people present in the papers, and through discussions, they will create more and more available technology and their users. So, the discussions will be fruitful. I wish the seminar to be well successful. And with that, they are available for giving you this idea, this opportunity. Thank you.
Okay. Now, before our simpleton former SKU Registrar Ramanagaru gives his message, I request Dr. U. Prabhakar Reddy, to give a brief introduction about this. As Sir is simple, his profile is also simple. Don't worry. We have made it simple, sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Good morning to respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Very good morning to It is very difficult to read the profile of the university. as it will take at least minimum 1 hour. But our sir said that very brief. So it's really a pleasure to read the profile of our Guru, Professor A. Ramana Garu. The Honorable Dr. A. Ramana Garu is a energetic professor of commerce from Icssr-National University, Anantapur District, Andhra Pradesh. He has specialized in human resource management and organizational behavior and has a total of 31 years of teaching experience in post-graduation and also 31 years of research experience. He has guided 12 PhD students and 9 MD students. Professor Ramana sir has held several responsibilities, administrative functions in Icssr-National University, including as a registrar, director of internal quality assurance cell, and director of Icssr-National Institute of Academic and Development. Sir has also been a governing body member of Sri Ramakrishna UC and PG College Autonomous and a member of several board of studies and professional bodies. Our sir, Venkata sir, has published several books and research papers in the field of specialization. It's the brief, very, very brief biodata of Ramana sir. Thanks.
Thank you, Professor. Sir, please. Now we are waiting for your message.
సభాసరస్వతికి నమస్కారాలు. అత్యంతరములకు అభినందనలు. Hearty greetings from you. Hearty greetings to all of you. Respected principal of this college and the president of today's national seminar, Icssr-National garu, Professor P.B. Apparao garu, the chief guest of today's function and very close to my heart, and Professor T. Siddhai garu, who is known for his academic excellence and excellence in administration, and my dear colleague and head of the department and the BOI chairman of commerce, Sri Icssr-National University, Professor D. Anjaneyulu garu, Sriram Nayak garu, eloquent speaker, who is my well-wisher, Professor P.W. Purushottam sir garu, not least again Dr. Srikandam sir garu, student friends, teachers from other faculty, from other departments, and galaxy of academicians, student friends, and very good morning one and all. Indeed, I am very much privileged and proud to be here as a guest of honor extended by A.C. of Divakar Reddy garu and my student, Dr. Ranganathan garu, who is behind this seminar. And in many times he approached me and he was taking guidance on, because main inspiration is from Professor P.B. Apparao garu, and on and off for stray suggestions he used to come to me, and with a big exercise we did this wonderful day happen. Right. So at the outset, because time constraint, I am asked to give within 5 minutes. My time is 5 minutes. It is a vast subject as a matter of fact. Digitalization, and the digital transformation. These are all the very, very important concepts that what you have been listening. And the disruptive technologies. These are very, very important and topics of today's topic under the that is being debated, discussed, and across all sections of communities, starting from the policy makers, business executives, academicians, and the researchers like you are, like us. So this is the topic I personally believe has got its international global importance and more than their national importance. These two topics though appear to be very globally related and they seem to be very technical oriented, but still I believe these two topics have touched upon every human life, the life of the functioning of various organizations. That's the reason why the discussion of these two topics need not be and should not be confined to only the business activities, rather it can be extended to all organs of human activities. That is the reason why day in and day out we have been seeing many debate and discussions are going on, starting from while we should take the disruptive technologies, not confining only in the after 2000 only. It has been there from this first industrial revolution thereafter, and in India from Jawaharlal Nehru, who can be called as the modern architect of India, to the Modi, who has been driving and day in and day out he has driving, pioneering new technologies and new words that have been coming across in his 20 month programs. And incidentally, the topic has also been very important in the sense we are conducting, as it is said rightly, Adajika Samraj Mahotsav. So therefore, what I want to say is that August gathering is, it is the place where we will be sitting about a couple of days here, and it has been widely talked about as many as 173 articles, 143 articles have come. And I am also surprised when I was told that about 600 students have been enrolled or participants have enrolled both online and offline. And this is the right platform that Mr. Ranganathan has created. That all the luminaries of academic lines and the business lines and more than the financial institutions, fintech companies, they will be looking after, they will be observing what the deliberations and discussions are going on among the theoreticians like we are all we speak more about theoretical aspects. And this is the topic, as I have already told you, start by ago, that it is a topic that is to be more related to the technical aspects. But how does these technical aspects come into the forefront of the human life? All such aspects, not I am an expert, there are many experts that they have been already invited, and one among such eminent scholar is Professor T. Sadaigar. So therefore, my request to all of you is, whatever the deliberations and discussions that are being taken place here, and you kindly locate them, especially the younger students, because you are the tomorrow's citizens of the world. That is what the Nehru is dreaming about. What about the India? Make India that way. India after 2030. What about the India's person after 2050? Because India is, as you all know, it is the third fastest developing economy, and our planet's dream is that we should become number one in the country by 2050. That's the reason why the seminars of this type, the discussions of this type, the debates of this type, the research that are made on the digitalization and the digitalization transformation and the disruptive technology will definitely they are expecting from all of us. That's the reason why this August morning, the second gathering will deliver well over and deal with different aspects and different dimensions that have been very schematically done by Ranganathan Garu, dividing with the different sessions and plenary sessions and discussion. That's the reason why this program has been very well conceived and it has been schematically arranged. I am sure that these deliberations of these 2 days seminars will go a longer benefit to the society, business communities, and general public more than that also. That's right. So that's the reason why I humbly feel that I proudly feel that I am given an opportunity to stand before you to say some of my few stray ideas and sporadic ideas. I believe there are persons who can speak more than that. And again, I was told that there is another occasion to speak a speech by me. That's the reason why. As a matter of fact, I gave only 5 minutes of time. That's the reason why I don't want to dwell upon unnecessarily going on wasting of your time and my time, because my doing your sitting should not go away. That's the reason why that is welcome. Illuminations are there on the subject. Did tremendous work, international work has been done by T. Sadaigar. He is the right person who can definitely give more than that what the others are giving. I'm sure that Professor PW Professor is also here. He is also an excellent orator and hard at work, and he will definitely give necessary inputs for all of us also. So thank you once again, sir, for giving a wonderful opportunity to stand before you to speak some of my stray ideas on the concept. Because there is another chance is given to me that's no I personally feel of that I am of the opinion that I can speak a little more than what I can, because my time constraint is only 5 minutes. I believe I have taken much of more than 5 minutes. Sorry, and thank you very much, sir, for giving me.
Thank you, sir, for initiating the part of the seminar. And as sir has just now instructed, I request all our students and young teachers to take a pen and a paper out of their bags and go on writing down what are the important concepts or deliberations that are discussed here. And in fact, that's what for these seminars purpose is meant. Now, before I request our Professor Seminar-Govt to deliver keynote address, I invite Professor Icssr-National to give his message, and Mr. Jagadish will be reading out a brief introduction about our Professor D. Icssr-National.
Good morning, all of you. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Very good morning, all of you. Honorable Professor Dr. D. Icssr-National sir is a distinguished professor of commerce at Seminar-Govt University, Inaugural. He has completed 30 years of service and has held various positions at the university, including as a director of distance education and head of the Department of Commerce. He has specialized in accounting and finance, human resource management, e-commerce, and transport management. He has guided 7 MPhil and 10 PhD students in their research. He has completed one major research project on the productivity and profitability of the APS-RTC. He has also served as a member of various committees at the university, including Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Sports Committee, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule Committee, Valmiki Jayanti Celebrations Committee, and etc. With this brief introduction, I would like to invite Professor D. Icssr-National sir to speak on this occasion.
Respected President of this function, Icssr-Govt, dignitaries on the dais, Professor P. Siddhayaru, Professor A.V. Ramana, and Dr. Ranganathan, and of the dais, Kumar Shankar Garu, Professor Purushottam Garu, the faculty of this great institution, student friends, and the many participants from different places. Very good morning to you all. At the outset, let me congratulate Dr. J. Ranganathan Garu for choosing this particular digital and disruptive technologies as a theme of this ICSR seminar. We know that technology has been playing a greater role in all parts of life, in all aspects, particularly being a commerce man. See, the technology has a major role in e-commerce, e-trade, e-business. Of course, you imagine yourself, had there been no changes and had there been no adoption of technologies, particularly in banking, and there would be no changes, there would be no economy. What we are witnessing today, the present status is due to many changes, is due to many technological innovations. Of course, financial sector, financial system is more important for any country's development. Financial sector, financial system refers to financial services, financial markets, and financial institutions. For all these things, the backbone industry is only the payment industry. And of course, the concept starts from the year, that is 1991, the economic policies of the then government. The major decision was the financial inclusion. Of course, that was the initial step for this present status of the payments. Very recently, our Honorable Governor, Shaktikant Das, RBI Governor, he said that digital currency, digital rupee, internationalization of digital currency, and the status of UPI, Unified Payment Interface payments. Most of the payments, about 75% of the payments today what we are making, it is only by making through UPI. See, the value and the volume of transaction has been increased. Trade point of view, merchandise point of view. And we have been using, even layman, they are also using this particular payment technologies. For the present status of payment technologies, you can adduce many reasons. Technological developments in information technology, of course, core banking solutions, networking technologies, hardware technologies, software technologies, microwave technologies, satellite technologies, internet technologies. And of course, because of so many the technologies, development in so many technologies, and today we have been witnessing a efficient and effective payment systems, particularly relating to the retail payment systems. Of course, there is a basic financial principle was there: delay the payments, speed up the receipts. But that the time has gone to that particular basic principle. Instant payment, instant receipt, and instant payment is being followed, and that is being effected with this the present most effective, most efficient system. Of course, you way back to the 1990s, the target was only to computerization of banks. Then computerization of banks led to the branch banking. Then branch banking to now the anytime and anywhere banking. For these improvements, and there has been adoption of so many technologies, particularly very speedy execution of so many technologies. See that large payment systems and the retail payment systems. And see that nowadays Indian economy is fastest growing economy, and of course nearby future we may see that it is gaining the status equal to maybe any other leading economies in the world. For which see that our human resources, our technology, our people are more responsible. I feel that this particular seminar will be giving support to many young researchers to carry most of their research work mostly on the future aspects mainly relating to the technology, commerce, trade, analysis. So with these few words, I feel that it is an opportunity given to me. As an alumni of this great institution, I feel that I have the responsibility to attend this particular meeting, and I feel that I am rightly given the opportunity to speak before you. So thank you, Varana.
Thank you, sir. A very warm welcome to our former principal, Chandrasekhar Garu, to this national seminar, and also a very warm welcome to the present principal, Government Degree College, Togaram, Srikakulam district, Satyanarayana Garu, to this national seminar. Yes, thank you very much, sir. Now, I request
Dr. Mallikarjuna to give a brief introduction about our keynote speaker, Professor T. Sidaigar.
A fine morning to the distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais. I am privileged to introduce Professor T. Sidaigar sir from SV University, Tirupati. Professor T. Sidaigar sir has an array of educational qualifications, including a Master of Commerce, Master of Arts in Economics, MPhil and PhD from Delhi School of Economics. And he has also a diploma in statistics and a postgraduate diploma in labor laws. Sir has held several positions throughout his career, including Professor of Management, Principal, Dean, Campus Director, Chairman, Registrar of Sri Venkateswara University, and also he is a member, expert member of AICTE and Chairman of NACP team. Sir has an extensive teaching experience of 43 years at the PG level and has successfully guided 8 MPhil candidates and 6 PhD candidates in their research. He has completed one minor research project funded by UGC and one major research project funded by Icssr. He has also organized 5 conferences and attended 31 such events. He has published 34 papers and presented them at various conferences and seminars. Additionally, he has authored 2 books, namely International Financial Management and Financial Services, both published by Pearson Education. Sir, we are very delighted to have your presence and we welcome you to give a keynote address. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mallikarjuna.
Thank you, sir.
Let's now listen to the keynote speaker, please. I request all the participants to bear with the inconveniences or which are going to the low audio or partial failure of the audio system. Please bear with us. And also, I'm going to say just before our professor starts, I'm going to inform you that after this, we'll be having tea break and then clearing sessions will be starting. So,
He will be served.
yeah, tea will be served here only. Very good, thank you.
Respected Principal, my good friends, Professor Apparao, Professor Anna, Professor Annedu, the convener of the seminar, Dr. Ramanathan, one of my friends here is none other than Professor Purushottam, who is very popular figure all over Andhra Pradesh, not all over the country. I'm very much delighted to have him here today. And I requested him to yesterday to present in my session so that I can get objective feedback of my session. That is very important for me. Because when I speak out, there will be certain things which may roll out without my knowledge, without my conscience. And a friend like Purushottam can tell me where I was wrong, where I was right, where I could have done better, like that. So that's why I requested my friend. We were very close friends 50 years back. We have been continuing, of course. We were contemporaries and so on. So sorry, I spent 1 or 2 minutes to say about my friend. And respected delegates, faculty, students, media persons. When I mention media persons, here is a person, Sudhakar. Now he is a assistant professor. When I was a registrar, he was a media person. He used to write about me, both ways, this way, that way. When I saw him today here, I thought that he has come here again to talk to my talk, to write on me. So luckily, he is here as the faculty. So thank you, Sudhakar. And at the outset, I thank Dr. Raghunatha for having invited me to be keynote speaker on this occasion. I hope you're all comfortable in this sunny days. In these sunny days, let me say one or two lines before I start my activities. My talk is going to be on technologies in education. Day in, day out, we have been hearing about so many technologies, but there is no specific technology that has been developed exclusively for education, to my knowledge. But technologies every day, we come across several kinds of technologies. Here, my presentation is going to be which technologies we can use in our education. Without using technology, anything can be incomplete. Anything can be redundant even. So that way, we have to use the technology so that productivity will increase, and also there will be different kinds of workplaces. Before I said here, I requested one of our friends share the syllabus copy of the class. I'm going to use that. To my surprise, those copies contain the subjects and the content as well, which I was taught or I studied 52 years back. We found almost same subjects and some additions are there. But the content part, suppose accountancy, management accountancy, and some other subjects are there. The content seems to be the same which I studied 52 years. Now you just ask yourself or friends, introspect. 52 years back, now what changes have happened across the world, across the societies? Now is it relevant to have the same syllabus? Not only those subjects which I studied, but also other subjects also I came across. But subjects, the content of which, or the curriculum of which, according to me, is totally okay. I can say, since books are given, the content you see, those two carry, I don't see here any relevance to the present context. So what to do? Why they have become irrelevant? It is because of technology. Okay. With these few words, let me go to my fourth presentation. I am given 60 minutes time. I cannot exceed that time. I have so much of material, I don't run out also. But since it is a seminar, you cannot accommodate me more than 60 minutes. 60 minutes is maximum in any seminar. So you was very kind enough to give me 60 minutes time. I go through, or when we go through the slides, there are so many things. I may not explain all of them, but I want to show to you or bring to your notice what are these technologies, and please imagine yourself, or please imagine that where you can apply these technologies in your own domain of interest, in your own subject, including the students who are sitting at the back benches. Please try to remember these technologies, and the details of these technologies are very much available on the websites, YouTubes, and so on. I need not explain or give much of a description of each and everything. I just browse through and see what is that. Thanks. One or two general slides. India is the second most populous country of the world, and as a market potential which is enjoyed by all the country. Time is very precious, so whatever I show, unless it is important, I don't show to you. As about 70% of India's population is below the age of 25, good education can ensure fruitful workforce leading to a prosperous economy. This again general, particularly for the student friends. Imagination is better than knowledge. Knowledge is finite, while imagination is infinite. Imagination leads to innovation. That's very important. I can also mention how I imagined earlier and how that became that came to us as technology. I did not do anything in that technology, but I remember what I imagined and what kind of a technology we have in these days. Design thinking is the process of innovation. These are all the general slides. Why we, the educationists, need to know about technology? To design curriculum and pedagogy by incorporating technology to facilitate experiential learning is taught. I have visited several colleges, institutions across the country. Thanks to NAC and ASP, because they have deputed me on several assignments. I visited in Northeast, East, West, North, South, many institutions. My common observation is students are very, very less in classrooms. That is my common observation. Wherever you go, in South, it is better. If we go to North and East also, including Bengal, the attendance of the students is so meager, so less. students are not touching. When I asked the principal and other faculty members, they say, sir, we tell the students, we counsel the students, but they don't turn up. They go here and there, and they don't come to the class. That is the stock answer I get from the faculty, administrators, and so on. I have my own reservations about that such statements or the replies which I get. If our classroom is so interesting, our lectures are so interesting, if our lectures are so useful, I don't think our students will bunk the classes. Because I've been teaching for the last 45 years. I have seen all kinds of students. But when we go to the class, the good material useful to the students, definitely students would learn. Why I am talking about this is that experiential learning is very important. Unless we have experiential learning, students will not be benefited with what we teach. Last week I was in Kerala. I was asked to deliver some lectures on technologies and all. It's an engineering college, and they have PM all that. First, I was talking about world university rankings. In our country, we have more than 1,200 universities, 33,000 colleges, and so on. But none of them figure in the top 200 of the world rank. Why it is so? Even small countries, they figure in the top 50 or top 100. But we don't figure in that. Why it is so? The reason is our teaching is so monotonous. It is not innovative. When we go to the class, go to the students with some new idea, new thought, new insights. But what we are doing in most of the colleges, including IIMs, is what is there in websites, what is there in the books, what is there in the YouTubes, we are going to share with you. And the students nowadays, they have equal access to all such sources of information. Then what is the specialty of you? Why should they come to your class? Same books you are reading, and they will share that information. Same accountancy, same other subjects, but the material is already available. When you go to the YouTube, MIT lectures are there. Professors from MIT, they share very useful information, not only for the students but also for the faculty. When such is the facility available, why should the students attend to the conventional teacher who tells something which is already there in the books, which is already there in the websites? Next one is to revisit the existing curriculum to identify the topics or subjects that can be modified or omitted in view of the emerging technologies. Please think about the technologies and also the curriculum. As I mentioned in the beginning, many of the courses are redundant. Many of the subjects cannot be included in the curriculum. To apply or use technology wherever feasible in the domain of interest, to know where technology is not feasible to apply in the domain of interest. That's also there. It is a very interesting book. In this book, it please read this. In an age where odds are all of many jobs are constantly going to be exposed to digitalization, automation, and outsourcing, it is not only what you know, but how you learn. You know how you learn. That will set you apart. Because what you know today will be out of date sooner than later. My statement in this context is now the technology is very fast changing. I'm going to talk about ChatGPT. In another few minutes, I'm going to talk about ChatGPT. It came to light in November 22 last November. Now it is March. Hardly 4 months. 3 versions have come. Now you just imagine how fast it is changing. How fast it is changing. Suppose you design the curriculum for a program for 1 year. You start teaching. By the time you complete the entire curriculum for that year, for that batch of students for that year, by the time you complete, the syllabus which you taught in the beginning will have become outdated. Now you can think about the syllabus where 10 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back, and again the same thing we are teaching in the classroom. What is the relevance of that? What is happening? Suppose you own the mobiles. The mobile which you purchased a month back, when you go to the shop again today, and the mobile which you purchased 1 month back, it is outdated. That is the pace at which the technology is changing. Not only mobile technology, every technology. Now, we the educationists should think of it. Education has no value in itself. It is a general slide. Last bullet, perhaps it is visible. In education, therefore, the educationists should know better read some of these things. Education should develop as per the requirements of the individual and the society. That includes all organizations as well. That means according to the societal requirement, according to industry requirement, we have to design the curriculum. The education should know what changes are happening in the society and the industry in particular, and accordingly provide education to the learners. Please introspect, are we doing this? There are 4 industrial revolutions. Industrial revolution 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Now we are in 4.0. I don't want to explain all this. Now, just let me make a mention of Industry 4.0. It refers to a new phase in the Industrial Revolution that focuses heavily on interconnectivity, automation, machine learning, and real-time data, and so on these things. Let me give one small video. Let me give a description of a small video that came in WhatsApp. Perhaps you might have seen that video. That video, part of that video, tells us is, what shows us is, there is a car manufacturing company, Benz. Perhaps you know, perhaps some of you might be using Benz. That every car has got some hundreds of components or parts. There may be electrical components, aluminum components, electronic components, rubber components, and so on. Some hundreds of components are there. Now, these components have to be assembled so that we can get finally the car which we can use. In that video, without any human intervention, all the components, some hundreds of components, are coding. So all the components are assembled to become a car, perfect car, without any human involvement whatsoever. So you can see that car. That means without any human intervention, anything can be automated. When such is the case, what our students can do after passing out from the campuses, not only in the car industry or the automobile industry, in many of the industries, the situation is the same. That means the technology is impacting not only the employment but also the education which we are imparting to our students. The industry is in the virtual age, the experiential age, and so on. Now, given this kind of industry environment, what kind of skills the students should possess? Students need to have a broad range of skills that include cognitive and metacognitive skills, which include critical thinking, creative thinking, learning to learn, self-regulation, social and emotional skills, and practical and physical skills. These are the skills which are skill set required for any industry or for any job or for any society. Now, let me just look at this information. Now, what is happening is that machines are replacing almost entire physical labor. There is no need for any physical labor, that is the human labor involved in any manufacturing or any service industry. So it has become like that. Not only that, even cognitive side also, the missions have entered into cognitive skills also. Now, what is left out? Critical thinking, creativity are still not possible for missions. That is the bullet above. Missions are progressively displacing cognitive domain of humans. If that is the case, where our students should go and find employment? When you train the students for cognitive skills and physical skills, which are taken over by the missions, then where our students could find the jobs? When you look at your curriculum, your syllabus, just think about whether the students can have critical thinking or critical thinking and creativity skills you can develop in the classroom or not. Please think over. If not, whatever we teach, that becomes redundant. As of now, missions cannot enter the emotional domain of humans. For example, missions cannot build a relationship with the humans. So now, critical thinking and creativity, innovation, and emotional relationships, only these are the things left out for the specialists, for the specialists. Perhaps because of this, the new education policy has recommended liberal arts education. Perhaps many of you might have read, or friend Ramna might have also seen that liberal arts education. Because liberal arts education can facilitate critical thinking. This is Elon Musk. Okay, let me. This is human part. Human part will decrease in relevance over time. That means what happens is that for anything, missions and men both should come together and do something. But the human part is decreasing, and the missions part is increasing. That's what it means. That is the limbic system is through our cortex. That's the brain. That's the brain part. It is necessary to create academic environment in which they learn and develop thinking skills and also emotional skills by leveraging technology. This is the essence which I want to share with you of the slides which I showed you earlier. That's the essence. What are the new technologies that can be leveraged in education? The new technologies that can be leveraged in education that can be used, leveraged means used in machine learning, deep learning, blockchain, augmented reality, virtual reality, metaverse, natural language processing, and creative AI, that is ChatGPT and so on. Okay. Now I am not going to drill each one of them. This is the generative AI. Actually, AI means artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, what we are artificial intelligence. So we may not be able to do. Generative AI uses algorithms to process data and generate output. These are various things about GPT. Perhaps we don't have time. So now we have GPT-4, ChatGPT, that is a GPT-4. ChatGPT is more multilingual and outperforms predecessors. By accurately answering thousands of questions across 26 languages, it already has an astronomical 71.4% accuracy in English languages like Telugu. So let me spend some time on these two slides. Very important, very interesting, because it is about the ChatGPT. Perhaps many people would have read about this ChatGPT. If you have read about it, perhaps you can realize that ChatGPT is threatening the teaching community. Is threatening the teaching community from the lower class to. It's a threatening. Threatening means our roles will become outdated, redundant. So we have to reskill ourselves and find different kinds of jobs. Now, what does that ChatGPT can do? Conversational AI. That means, as I talk to any one of you, you can talk to the system. It can respond to your queries. It can talk to you as if you are talking to any human being. Mission translations. That means, suppose I am speaking in English. Of course, it may not be correct English, but I am speaking in English. That can be translated simultaneously in any number of languages. Without any human intervention, that can be translated into any number of languages. Question and answer session. It's very interesting. Suppose wise students come to the class, they seek new knowledge. The same knowledge they can get from ChatGPT. Let them ask any question on any subject, they will get the reply. Any subject, whether it's a political science or computer science or commerce or management, you ask, you can also download, that is now free. Put some question. Within seconds you will get the answer. days back, Undavalli Arunkumar, MP, former MP, he was speaking on some topic, not topic, on this market segments and all that. He was asking the media people, what I am telling you, if you feel that it is not correct, ChatGPT go and mention what I say, you will get the same. He said, okay, so that is the power of technology. So any question, you will get the answer. Text summarization. You have written some 10 pages text. You want a summary of it in 10 lines, 50 lines, 20 lines. You will get it immediately in seconds. Give that text, you will get the summary. And, again, you have to remember one thing that the summary, suppose which I get, and the summary which you get may be different. Same text. Suppose if I upload one text, the same text you upload. The summary which I get, the summary you get may be different. Why it is different? Because your domain of interest, my domain of interest, my likes, my dislikes, my way of thinking, my expressions, my language, all are different from others. Same way I can put it. That is also there. Classification. You know about the classification. That can also be done. Fourth generation. Because a few minutes back I also saw in the syllabus copy some papers on C++ language and so on. Suppose we have BCA, MCA, computer science, 4-year engineering courses, engineering college 4-year BTech computer science. Now mostly they are going for 4th generation. Now there is no need. 4th generation. The GPT can generate the code, the program. I tell you, when I took up one project long back, some 30 years back, and the data which I collected need to be processed. For that, I requested a professor in a computer science to write a program for that. He wrote, I paid, and I got the analysis, and of course, I wrote the report. That's okay. Now, that is not required. If you have data, upload the data, analysis will be done, even conclusions will be given to you. Even conclusions will be given to you. I am not exaggerating. You can go to YouTube and you can see all those things. I am not exaggerating. And the content generation. That's very important. Content generation. And suppose even the school students, they can ask any question. Suppose they are given some assignments by the teachers. Now the teachers are afraid, they are scared what to do. The thing is that the students will get some kind of text or content developed. That is not their own. If they go to the ChatGPT and ask that ChatGPT will give them the content whatever way they want, whatever way they want, in whatever language they want, and creative writing. Just as we were talking about creative thinking and all that, even creative writing, what happens to the writers? There are many great writers in different languages. What happens? Last but not least, music creation and art. That is also done. Few days back, we have an Oscar award for Natu Natu. Because people feel that it is original tunes. That's why they got it. Now, ChatGPT can give more original than what we call them as the latest version is GPT-4. The latest version released, I think, 14th of this month. Any language also, suppose language classes we are attending, students are attending, all that, there is no need. That GPT can help us. This is very important. AI technology, artificial intelligence technology is the greatest technology humanity has yet developed in terms of impact on our lives and improving our living our lives. He says that all chat bots, that's the GPT and so on, would eliminate a lot of current jobs, but we can make much better ones. That's we are. We, the educationists, should think about what new jobs can be created. What new knowledge can be shared with the students so that they can have new jobs? What kind of jobs? First, we have to imagine what kind of new jobs can be created, and accordingly, we have to design and develop the curriculum and pedagogy and share that with the students in the classroom. Then only the teaching learning will become effective and useful. Otherwise, just like that they come, just like that we go, just like that we talk, just like that they listen, just like that they write the examination, just like that they get a mark sheet and it is certificate, just like that they go to the society without any job. Machine learning. Sometime back I was talking in some institutes. There I said, all BSc statistics, MSc statistics can be replaced by one technology that is nothing but machine learning. Whatever statistics people do, whatever statistics students and faculty do, all those things can be had with this machine learning. That is the predictive analysis, predictive model. Okay. Those things can be done with this machine learning. That's why I said in the beginning, many of the subjects can be replaced by technology. Many of the subjects are redundant. Even just now I saw some statistics paper also in the curriculum. That's of course basic. They are all not required. Unnecessarily we are wasting time. When I say that even BSc statistics, MSc statistics can be replaced or can be substituted, then what do you think of basic statistics in other curricula, in other domains? Predictive modeling and predictive analytics. That's very interesting basic. Some 2 months back, I went to Agricultural University. They invited me to talk about this emerging technology. I tell them that you have 1,000 acres of campus. There is no need. Your classroom is enough. Whatever you can learn with this 1,000 acres of campus, because agriculture means naturally they require so much of land for experiments and all those things. Same thing can be done in the classroom with the technology. No need. Prediction problems in a business, making personalized recommendation for customers, forecasting because particularly in commerce management and other subjects, we talk about the forecasting. Whether it's demand forecasting or sales forecasting or other manpower forecasting and so on. In all these domains, machine learning can be of great help. Even in finance management people, suppose the portfolio optimization, risk management. Okay, I tell you, almost 70% of my career I have spent on this portfolio management, risk management, and stock market behavior, and such subjects. I spent almost 70% of my career. Now, if I look back, Why I have learned and shared with the students? Because now with this machine learning and other technologies, they are deep learning. Whatever I have learned, whatever I have taught, it is all absolutely written and lost. That's why I have shifted to technology. I am not a technologist. I am not a technologist per se. I am a commerce man, like our Ramana, Saraparo. We are commerce people. But I have gradually shifted to basics of technology because whatever we have done now, these days, it is not of much use. Financial advisory services. This is very one point which I want to tell you. Adaptive learning. Suppose in the classroom, 50 students. You start speaking on a topic. Irrespective of how many students have already learned that, how many students have not learned that, irrespective of that, we start talking about the topic. We start discussing about the topic. Now, with this adaptive learning technology, it can indicate to any learner what he has already learned, what he is supposed to learn further. It will indicate that the technology, adaptive learning technology, it will tell you what you have already learned. If you have already learned, suppose in the classroom, some students might have already seen, might have already learned that, but we presume that they have not learned, and we could start teaching and discussing and so on. But in this adaptive learning technology, it will indicate what you have already learned, what you are further supposed to learn. How useful it is. Because no wastage of time. Machine learning can be used to develop educational programs that can have usual. Now, the subset of machine learning is deep learning. That is artificial neural network that can be learned, get integrated with the internet node. Okay. Let me give you a kind of small example. That is again video. Few days back, you too might have seen that video. Suppose one becomes sick, goes to the doctor. Doctor may suggest you MRI, CT scan, and so on. Now all those things are not. Now the patient is lying on the bed. Okay, for that there is a kind of technology. Then the doctor can go to the patient and see every part of the body. Or you can see directly with his naked eye. You can see directly how the part is functioning there. If we want, you can zoom it. And how it is functioning along with the kidney, how it is functioning with the liver, how it is functioning with the lungs. You can zoom it directly and see that. There is no need for MRI, CT scan, ultrasound, so on. That is the technology we have. Not only in the medical science, in the every sphere it can be used. In every sphere it can be used. Including our commerce management. Suppose it's all the retail and all that banking also we can use it. Financial services also we can use it. That's the deep learning I talked about. Suppose algorithmic trading in the trading stock market trading also, it will indicate when to buy, when to sell, and so on. It is completely automated. You say, I tell you, autonomous cars, autonomous cars, driverless cars. It is based on this technology. It is based on this technology. Autonomous cars. public services, blockchain technology, another technology. Okay, ChatGPT, machine learning, deep learning. Now we have come to blockchain technology. So perhaps many of you would have come across this technology. Okay, it's very disruptive technology. So I was telling you not only disruptive, it's also disruptive. And so on, of course. Now, this is the technology, blockchain technology, has got immense applications. I tell you, these are the applications, money transfer, smart contracts, Internet of Things, and so on. I tell you one thing, because most of you are from commerce background, or students of studying commerce, and teachers are also almost studying commerce and all that. The entire accountancy and auditing subjects can be replaced with the blockchain. Entire 3 years degree become, we teach so many things. All those things can be replaced with this blockchain technology. That's why I put game changer in accounting. Immersive technologies, I just make a mention about the immersive technologies. Immersion is an experience one gets when he is in the physical observatory to something, see, perhaps the Rajmouli movies are mostly based on this immersive technologies. Suppose we're starting with the those no waterfalls and all those things. That is nothing but virtual reality. That is virtual reality. And many of the scenes he has used that augmented reality. They are all nothing but nothing but what you call immersive technologies. Now, why I have brought those things, moving things here. Purpose is, in the beginning, in one slide I said experiential learning. They must have, students should have experiential learning, practical knowledge of teaching. Suppose the practical knowledge, how students can have it, we have to send them to the industry, to the organizations, ask them to work, and so on. That way, we have projects and summer projects and all that, and they are supposed to go to the industry and work there so that they will get experiential learning and so on. Now, without all those things, you have technologies, and you can have that kind of experience in the classroom itself. It is augmented reality. I tell you one small example, like suppose the commerce management people, students they can take sales jobs. Suppose they deal in furniture. The prospects come, that is prospects means customers come, they have to explain. Sales executive say, explain, this is the furniture, useful, this, that. It will be beautiful and all that. Now, no need to explain. Go to their home. Have their drawing room. Reality. Put the augmented reality there. Open that augmented reality app, and all those furniture will come there in your room. You can adjust where you can place this chair or this table, this sofa, how it can be. If they don't like, another thing can come. Another color, another design, sofa set, and so on. You can show this. Okay? Or suppose you are in a retail shop, we go to the shop, we ask them to show the shirt and pant and other material. There we have to select. Now, the executive can come to you can have this augmented reality. You can put the different designs on you. You are here on you. And you need not go to the trial room. Here itself you can see that. How beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. My friend is very beautiful. In the morning when I saw him in this dress with beard and all that, I said, you are looking very beautiful. You are not an old man. So like that, you can try different designs and see that which design can suit him most. Not only that, even in education, I tell you. Suppose in education, suppose this is the one now. A student is studying, medical students perhaps is studying health. Now, you can have reading along with the material there. Earlier you used to have that picture. Now you can have this 3D hub. Now you can prove it. You can see everything in the hub. All cells, the molecules, everything. Fields and all that. Arteries, everything you can have it. And the visual is the one side. You can read it and also check whether that material is corroborating with the actual art. Same thing is for medical students. That what I told you, that soap effect and all that. It is just, if this is your drawing room or hall and all that, you can try different kinds of sofa sets and other things, and you can come to some kind of decision that this is very good for all that. And in the factories also, just a few minutes I will show. So factories also, how the factories will work, that also they can have it. Same thing, suppose the supervisor, suppose in New York, what kind of goods they have stored and where the parts they are and all that, you can have it here sitting in the classroom. You can show to them one mall or supermarket in New York or Texas or whichever place you want to show to the students. You can show to them in the classroom itself. All these things you can be in the classroom itself. Books, variety of books, where they are available, that also you can have it. And the function of different missions. Because if you want to know the practical experience, you have to go to the factory and see for yourself that how the machine is running. Now in the classroom itself, you can have this. Now these things work. Virtual reality, it is something different. What it is something different means now sitting here, you can see whatever you want. Suppose you want to see a particular factory. Suppose Reliance Petrochemicals. Suppose if it is petrochemicals, I don't know whether it is or not. Suppose petrochemicals, how it is working. Sitting here with the virtual reality, you can just travel. You are sitting here only, but you will have a headset. You can travel there and you can see everything there. Everything there. Suppose you want to do real estate business in Africa. What we generally do, we approach a broker, ask him to show that land, a piece of land, and ask him to explain about it and negotiate, set the price, and buy it. And later you can sell it. That is the business. Now with the virtual reality, you need not ask, you need not approach any broker. You yourself can go there, not physically, virtually, and see that piece of land, the boundaries, how the soil is, and what are the adjacent things, and you can decide whether to buy or not to buy. virtual reality. Suppose these kind of things you can have at your classroom. So here the students not in this classroom are there. They are in the virtual world. They are from different parts of the world. They are mingling. They are mingling. There is a conference. We have a conference. Virtual conference. We are in manufacturing. The last technology which I want to share with you is the metaverse. It is a metaverse. We are in the universe. Beyond the universe is meta. You know the meaning of that. Beyond the universe is meta. Meta science, metaphysics. We talk about. This is the metaverse. That is beyond the universe. That metaverse. It is a virtual world. It's a virtual world. It is the world by itself. You are here. Your avatar can travel. Can go to the virtual world. You can have virtual meetings with people from different parts of the world. You can have virtual classrooms also. And different students from different parts of the world, they can be in your class. Along with those people, you can listen to the lectures in the metaverse. It is happening. Okay. Suppose if you want to sit in the classroom in US or UK or some other place, you have to get the visa and all those details are there. Now there is no need for that. This is metaverse. Or suppose you want to have the feeling of climbing. You want to have the feeling of climbing Mount Everest or Mars Sarovar. In the metaverse, it is possible. You are here only. You will be climbing the Himalayas or Mars Sarovar. Perhaps our friend might have seen Mars Sarovar. Okay, you can go there and you can see that. Not only that, any museum in the world, you can go and see that. But physically, you are here on the classroom only. Your avatar goes there. That's how these various technologies help us to have effective learning in the classroom. That's all the things. We don't have time. Technology makes learning immersive and experiential, leads to enhanced memory retention among students. It dissects and simplifies complex topics and concepts for a better understanding, promotes self-learning and self-sustaining, and so on. Like this, there are so many things. Technology comes in very handy in making students corporate ready, that is society ready, job ready. That is the essence of it. That is the thank you very much. So we don't have time. So I think 60 minutes only I have taken. Thank you very much. Thank you. So thank you, Raghunath, for this opportunity to be with all of our friends here.
Thank you, sir.
Wish you all the best. I don't have time to interact with you because he has got some other program. So if anything is there, my mobile number is there. You can interact with me on WhatsApp. I can share whatever information I would like with all of you or with anyone. Thank you very much. We got this.
Thank you, sir. As a matter of fact, speaking from the student side, I think I can say today we could understand what is the hard work that any film director or an artist can go or do with this artificial intelligence. Yes, sir. Now I request
Mallikarjun garu to propose vote of thanks for this inaugural session.
Respected distinguished guests, academicians and scholars from across the country, it is an honor for me to present vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. On behalf of Department of Commerce and Management, we thank our Honorable Principal Dr. Icssr-National Reddy garu, who has given moral support and has become a guiding light in conducting this national seminar. With this encouragement, Department of Commerce and Management, under the able leadership of Dr. Lieutenant Dr. Ranganathan garu, we have come forward to organize this prestigious seminar. Coming to Lieutenant Dr. Ranganathan sir, he has a vision. He visualizes what technology is going to lead for today's youth bright future. We thank Professor Apparao sir for his lecture on the importance of digital and distributed technologies in his short speech. He is a role model in getting acquainted with the latest technology. We thank Professor A.V. Ramnath sir for throwing light on the importance of Internet of Things, artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life. We also thank Professor Anjaneyulu sir for guiding the youth to get aware of latest technologies to brighten their careers. And coming to our honorable keynote speaker of this seminar, Professor Siddhaya sir, in his keynote address, emphasized the importance of technology incorporated experiential learning and getting updated everyday changes of technology and interaction of educationists and industrialists relating to collaboration of technology and skills to be acquired by today's youth to survive in Industry 4.0. And he also emphasized for leveraging technology in education. He also warned about ChatGPT and chatbot. He warned that they could eliminate a lot of current jobs. And he also emphasized on the importance of machine learning, deep learning, blockchain technology, immersive technology, and metaverse. And we are really enlightened by the speeches of our honorable professors. We thank you so much for all the professors and audience. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I request all of you to stay back on the pleasure. Vote leaders.
Sir, very good afternoon to one another again. After the inaugural session, as usual, we need to have a felicitations, but due to some time constraints, we are planning it for before going to lunch. We are going to have a felicitations to the chief guest and guest of honor and keynote speaker. Now we are going to the second session, that is none other than plenary session 1. In the plenary session 1, 2 speakers are going to be handling this plenary session. And Dr. Prabhakar Reddy sir, Controller of Examinations, is going to be the coordinator for this plenary session. I welcome Professor D. Anjaneyulu garu onto the dais. And another speaker, Dr. K. Umashankar, Associate Professor, Manipal School of Academy, Bangalore. Sir, please come on to the dais. And I request Prabhakar Reddy sir to take this session forward. Sir, please.
Hello. This is good.
I would like to invite Dr. Inaugural to sing the invitation. Before I invite Inaugural, I would like to sing some words about Inaugural. Dr. Inaugural have an immense background in teaching, training, and research in various domains related to human psychology, organizational behavior, and intelligence. He has a master's degree in English, linguistics, and psychology, a PhD in English, and has submitted his second thesis in organizational psychology. He has presented nearly 40 research papers in national and international seminars and published around 30 papers in reputed peer-reviewed journals. In addition to his academic achievements, Dr. Umar Professor has pursued numerous short-term courses from well-known institutions like NIMHAS, the University of UNS, and Copenhagen Business School on various topics related to psychology, statistics, leadership, and marketing. He has also authored a book titled Behavioral Dynamics at the Workplace, and is a regular columnist in Deccan Herald. Currently, Dr. Umar Professor working as an assistant professor in the Department of Behavioral Science of Manipal Program, Higher Learning in Bangalore. He provides branch professors on various behavioral topics such as employee motivation, stress management, emotional intelligence, transactional analysis, and business communication. He has also worked as an associate professor at head of the Department of English at Australia Institute of Management and Sciences. Assistant professor of English at MS Ramaya Institute of Technology. Apart from his academic commitments, Dr. Kumar Sridhar is a freelancer who conducts leadership and behavioral training programs for various organizations, including IBM, EY, and Goldman Sachs. He also assists organizations in constructing assessments for succession planning, behavioral or cognitive competitiveness, and other related areas. This is the brief profile of the Dr. Umar Shankar sir. Now I request Umar Shankar sir, please speak and interpret. Thanks. Thank you, sir. So once again, we are going to all the dignitaries present here. And I'm your co-presenters as well as my fellow students. Hope you all are in. Because it's already afternoon. So let me go on. So today our topic is myself, Mahendra, and my co-author, Professor Chandra H.G. So we are co-authors. And our topic for today is reconciliation of emotional intelligence with artificial intelligence for augmenting organizational effectiveness, a conceptual model. Well, good to go? Yes, last students, anybody now? So, before we start, so there is a dilemma, an intellectual dilemma, I would say, the creation versus creator. Who is great? Creator or creation? Creator is great. Yeah, I think I want to get some kind of mixed responses. Okay, so first let's decide after listening to this. So before going to that discussion, I will start any of my presentations with a small story. Right? So I believe you all are going to go with a story. I made a little bit changes to the story, bunch of changes, and so that we can have more relevance for our discussion today. Some time ago, not some time of course, a very long time ago, Lord Brahma, he created humans in his own form. He created humans in his own form. And before sending them to this earth, what he did? He bestowed, he gave all the blessings onto his humans. That is, he gave all the intellect, all the intelligence, everything of course he gave to the humans. At last, he was about to give the last gift to this human before sending, and it was wisdom. Okay, so he wanted to bestow the wisdom also on these humans. So suddenly he stopped and he started thinking. You see, I've already given all the blessings to these humans, and this is the last gift that I have. And if I give this gift to the humans to be self-fulfilled, they will stop working. So you wanted to hide that, wisdom somewhere, where humans find it will to find it. Okay? So what he did, he called for a board of directors meeting between all the gods he called, and they started brainstorming.
okay, started brainstorming as to where to hide his habits. Sorry. Yes. So the brainstorming started, and one of the gods said, Brahma, we don't hide this wisdom somewhere on the top of the mountain. So Brahma said, you see, I have created these humans. I know what these humans are capable of. Okay? So in future years, so these people, they will start flying in the sky, they also go to the outer space. Okay? And the people who go to the outer space will think, go to the mountain and find it difficult. No. So again, the idea of God, and again they started with one more brainstorming, and one God said, why don't we hide this wisdom somewhere, underground? So again, the other God said, did you listen what Brahma said? So when these people can actually, go to the mountain and find it easily, obviously they can go to the underground and find it. So, that idea was wrong. So finally, the most intelligent god of Hindu mythology. Can you guess who is the most intelligent god of Hindu mythology? Yes. It is Lord Vinayaka. He came up with a suggestion. He said, see Brahma, as I see these humans remind me of monkeys. Monkeys. When you choose something like the okay, what was that? So the nature of the monkey is to keep hopping from one branch to another branch. Okay. So, alike even these humans also, they're always restless in finding the things outside. Okay, so these people find it very, it's like, no, they're very restless and find very difficult, okay, to introspect and what we call it as looking into oneself. So what we do is we hide this wisdom itself so that they will literally struggle to find them. Okay. So finally Brahma made that wisdom in the humans itself and sent them down. Okay? And that's what nowadays is happening. What we do is we create something new, and further we go on to create again something new, forgetting how to deal with that. So we are actually, we are not actually reconnecting and trying to approach out from that wisdom. Okay, how we manage it. Because we are very good at creation, we not be very good at we have created artificial intelligence. Now we are actually brainstorming how to manage it with our fear apprehensions. That's what my assumption is. Okay. Alright, before we go ahead, let me bring out one more beautiful example. So gamification. So we use this gamification for behavioral modeling. In psychology, we call that, of course, one of the therapies that we use for modeling the behavior. So, in one of the campuses, across the campus, India's one of the campuses where I do visit. So there was a requirement. Okay, there was a kind of project where we had to develop a gaming module for their learners. So gaming modules that should meet the requirements that could actually enable the young bankers, okay, to influence the customers during their face-to-face interaction. Okay, so for that, we were actually asked to do some gaming module, so where IT experts, behavioral experts, and other banking experts, so we were all working together. And almost we took several months, okay, to build that learning module. So in these several months, whenever the people, the other faculty members, okay, so behavioral trainers, okay, banking trainers, IT, so all those people, they were just looking at us like this. Okay, not with appreciation, but with apprehension. Okay, so they're thinking that, okay, have these people come to replace us? So this kind of actually the attention people had, we were actually working on that. Okay. So obviously, I would not say the later part what happened. Okay, probably I will reserve that to the last. Okay, I think after that, after of course deliberating on various topics that I have brought here for you today. I think the last will have a statement from that. Okay. So based on that, we have to prospect. Okay, we have to prospect from two things. Putting to that gamification model that we're talking about, I myself started introspecting. I think that's our issue. So big question mark comes whether AI created me or I created AI. Who created AI? Who created humans? We ourselves created AI, right? So now we say, who Guma was me. So AI has become a Guma person. So is our invention an agent or an instrument? See, there's a lot of difference between agent and instrument. So agent who can actually by itself can act. Correct? An instrument is something somebody should be there to use it. Right? So now we have to think whether humans are agents or AI is an agent. We are going to be agent, sorry, the AI is nothing without a human intervention. I hope you all are introspective. So in case if you want to respond to any of these questions, you can please use. That you will derive joy and failure of creation. In fact, when we were working on the gamification module, at some point of time, that when we are creating something, you always so the present mind is there. So I could hear some of them, just talking about the same one again was looking for gamification, she had to complain. Oh, how is this possible? Okay. So we have created AI. Because there are certain examples, like recently, I was having an interaction, with one of the administrative officers, a senior administrative officer, and he was saying, create joy. So one thing, ChatGPT failed to clear our UPSC. Very probably, we are saying, we created that and it failed. So we cannot be the appropriate thing, I can say, right? So there is only three the things that we cannot manage. So obviously, we cannot manage when we do it. Right? So that's all one of the questions so that we need to follow over. Then, can we coexist with our own creation? So, because I've been listening at least in the morning, we are being replaced. So we are replaced, where do we go? Can the AI can act, consciously? Absolutely, that's a big doubt thing. Alright. So when of course when I talk actually talks about the same thing. So can we coexist together without creating knowledge? There's one more interesting thing. I think this is Guma, what we call. This is Guma and this is we. So what is Guma? Obviously, So do we have Kronos syndrome? Kronos syndrome in psychology means fear of replacement. Fear of replacement. So I was also just listening to one of the experts. So I think we teachers are being replaced. Do we agree? Are we going to be replaced? Where you see million robots walking into the class, teaching something to the students, and the students are busy with their own work. I think my beloved students are sitting up in the last. You can please ask them if a robot walks in and starts teaching what they will do. Will you listen to the author? Actually speaking, listening to the human factor is a difficult process. How do you listen to the robots? Because this needs a lot of emotional connect, which the robots do not have. Okay? Nothing can replace us. According to me, nothing can replace us. Probably something can assist us, absolutely not replace us. This is what actually I believe. This is my assumption. Okay. So based on this, so we'll start our mission with us. So we try to understand the role of EI in augmenting the business models of banks. Here are 18 banks in specific, because I'm very much familiar with the processes and various business models that the banks work with, both the private and public sector. Then, so let's comprehend the role of AI in transforming the banking ecosystem. And we'll take it three. Let's explore the ways to reconcile emotional intelligence and artificial intelligence. So when we talk about, so yeah, I've given of course one of the studies that I came across during my literature review. So that actually said that yes, this artificial intelligence, yes, like the repercussions could be the job loss, emotional problems, loss of quality, social personal life. Okay, so this is what it actually leads to. That's what the World Bank says. Okay. So obviously, I agree with this. So probably it may cause some emotional problems that we will discuss in the next slides. Probably social and personal life may have some kind of dilution. Okay. But I talk about job loss. That's true. Because there are lots of ways, okay, the reports that they say that AI has multiplied employment opportunities. So one of the interesting literature that I found, you can see here, this is by Robert, University of Robert. So according to the study, yeah, it's not. AI is not like a job disruptor. Sorry, you not because it's a job disruptor, but not a job destroyer. So because sometimes we saw that yeah, somewhere I heard AI has a disturber. Some people also call it as destroyer. Okay, but I call it as disruptor. Because there's a lot of difference among these three meanings. So disruption is something which keeps changing frequently, right? Which keeps changing frequently. And obviously, if we do not change or we do not scale up to those changes, obviously we will be destroyed. So I believe you agree with me. So the countries like Japan, Brazil, China, Hong Kong, and Spain report to have more than 60% of consumers use digital banking and the priority was support daily basis. And this is what we have been seeing, of course, the banking industry nowadays. Okay, so we are more and more inclined towards digital banking. So which means, again, one more big question mark comes in front of us, are the banks the students? It's a immediate question that we get. If customers are preferring more the digital banking, so what happens to you? Okay, something nothing to worry because one of the reports, I think it was by Boston Consultancy, so which did a global survey. So most of the millennials, I would say more than 80% of the millennials, they said that yes, their preferred way of banking is digital, but at least once in a month I want to go and meet the people of those banks. Which means the people do not want a complete disconnection from the humans. Okay, so if the consumers or the customers are looking for the convenient banking, it doesn't mean that they want to get it done. So let me go to one more example. I think we all have this experience. Okay, so usually as soon as we call any customer care, IVS is, okay, if you want this, press 1, if you want that, press 2, if you want this, press 3. But we'll be eagerly waiting for one thing to say, which one? If you want to talk to your customer care, then press 9. You know what I do? Keep my finger actually ready on my. Because I want to be, so happy, okay, to just get a solution only from the AI. Right? So this is what it says. Okay, so this is again the report by KPMG. So this is quite astonishing. Recently, so where almost 30% of the people they want to research any stores or any other retail outlets in order to go for shop. Which means people want to meet people. People want to meet. So although of course no like this 28% of them, of course not like before, or for banking, or otherwise majority of them actually want to talk. So which means we are safe. So here of course I also interact regularly. I interact with the young bankers, those who are state offices, both in private and public sector or finance in India. So their question is on this. Sir, are we going to be this? So what will be my future after a few years? I'll just give them one a kind of virtual reality. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just think, instead of you, a robot going to the customer's house and asking the customer what do you want. You think that robot really, of course, will influence the customer in terms of their buying behaviors? Absolutely. Okay, so obviously, like these people, those who have the regular interface with the customers, can never believe this. This is what even the slide says. So this is one of the again bringing the AI bank of the future. Again, these were the reports generated by KPMG. So you can see. So ideation and artificial intelligence. How does Trika? How does Trika? You check your last one. Check your last one. Vitamin here. Correct? We have to sow a seed. Only then we have first of all the sprout and later it will grow to a plant and later it will grow to a tree. Right? So actually speaking, we are only looking at the plants and checking on to now and then Vietnam ఎవరైనా చూడండి. Yes, of course, ideation actually has to be generated actually from the ideation has to be from the human experts. Okay, because AI, I would say that AI is a byproduct. AI is not a producer. It can reproduce something, but it cannot produce by itself. But only humans have the ability to produce. I believe you all agree with me. So this is again one of the reports by McKinsey. So across the globe, given of course a lot of changes are happening, the banks are changing their business models due to increasing competition. It's not only this increasing competition has completely disrupted the banking ecosystem across the globe. And thanks to AI, let me quote an example.
earlier, if you wanted to go and open an account, take off daily, go, stand in the queue, okay, wait for, okay, just so be at the mercy of the staff member of the bank, okay, so fill up the form, submit the form, wait for a couple of days, so that you can get a call from the bank again you go, and submit your KYC documents, something like that, and then wait for some more time for your account to be activated. So, but now, the trend has changed. I can just know, just in the recent past, I opened an account with one of the clerks at the bank in 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes fine. So we also had this, video KYC. Okay, so everything suppose it is driven by the technology. Okay, so in this way, if you take, yes, technology is making our human life better. Okay, but unfortunately, what we are doing is, like, we are unable to manage it. So one best example which you all can understand, why do you think Robo 1 was destroyed? The great actor, Mr. Rajinikanth. Robo 1 ka chusera? Robo 1? Yes. Enduku Robo 1 destroyed his account? It was difficult. Boys, I understood, like as soon as I said, Rajinikanth Robo 1, they are remembering Icssr-National. Okay? He started saying, yeah, they developed feelings, yes. Probably that may be one of the reasons, but what I think is that it started, we could not manage that problem. We created the problem, but we did not know how to manage. Right? So this is what actually we are trying for nowadays. So we're just shouting, trying, yeah, it's destroying us, yeah, it's destroying us. No, we are actually avoiding that. So, yeah, obviously, yes, nowadays, yes, the banks are actually very consciously, they're bringing some kind of strategies, they're coming with some kind of new modules, processes, okay, in order to transform their yeah, I think sufficient discussion is done actually on ChatGPT. It comes under the umbrella of open, yeah. Just one small thought on this. Yeah, once ChatGPT includes into the academic community, yes, it is going to cause a lot of disruption. I agree. Okay, but however, I think we also, why don't we think like this? So the using of actually ChatGPT, yes, we can also have access to wide literature where we can analyze, and of course, analyze our own thought, interpret our own thought. Okay, yes, ChatGPT can be a very good search engine, but it cannot be, the idea generated by us. Right? So I'll just take it forward a little bit because I've been given very limited time to go. So, scope of the study. So this is what we are looking at. This will be very useful, and particularly emotional intelligence. Okay, now accompanied by AI, so obviously it is going to enhance the customer interface in the banking industry. Then the consumption model, of course, that we have developed based on the 10 assumptions. So that will give, of course, that a multi-dimensional view, okay, into this particular idea. Then how do we reconcile AI with AI for business effectiveness? Okay. Artificial intelligence may refrain people from celebration and may lead to long-term consequences. Okay, I just want to make this problem statement very simple. Okay, so actually the celebration psychology, celebration is a process where we start thinking. Okay, we start thinking. And when we start thinking, so lots of the neurological activities take place in the brain. Alright? So I just want to okay, let us not experiment now. If you want, go home and experiment this. Don't do anything. Just sit, however you're sitting here, just go home and sit for 24 hours. And after, try getting up from the seat. Can get it. You may have to take the help from somebody. And of course, even once Charles Darwin also said, nature takes away the things that are not in use. Obviously, when we start giving more and more intellectual work, logical reasoning work to AI, nothing will be left here. And as brain is not used, nature will take away the brain. Just think, humans having no brains, absolutely it is unimaginable. This is what happened. Yeah, it is true. Again, actually, biology professors what actually humans had tail earlier. We had tail. So you can have your own virtual reality and imagine humans walking with the tail. But gradually what happened is the usage of tail was gradually reduced, and later on that tail vanished. Right? So I hope this doesn't happen to everyone. Right? Okay. Yes, there's one more thing. We can also do some answers on this. There's something called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity we call it as. So, of course, this is also a branch under cognitive neuroscience. So, which clearly explains what happens to the brain. So, if it is not stimulated. So, when we talk about emotional intelligence, so human brain is not just an organ, also a social organ that creates human connection. So, absolutely, it is true. Scientifically, it is true. Okay, so we may have more attachment with the technology, right? We may be, of course, more depending on actually artificial intelligence, but we cannot survive without human interaction. Then, AI is a culmination of emotions and how intelligently we use these emotions in our day-to-day interaction. And then, so cognitive neuroscience, we take what's the neural vision to determine the relationship between neural networks and emotion. So as already told you, the human brain is made up of billions and billions of such neural networks, and each neural network, comprises an experience from a brain, right? And of course, as you start experiencing, new things in your reality, some new neural networks are formed in the brain, okay, which give rise to a new way of thinking. So, the next, based on the classification of emotions, I think I don't need to explain what emotions are. These are the various subcategories of emotions. Yes. So there is a model, emotional intelligence model by Professor Daniel Goleman. Okay. So this has the 4 quadrants, the 4 dimensions. One is the self-awareness, like the effort that we make to understand our emotions. So I call this as a kind of frequent visitors, okay, to our central space, okay, and how confident we feel. See, self-confidence is very important even when we are interacting with customers. Right. Then self-management, how we manage the emotions and how we can manage the emotions of other persons. Then social awareness, okay. In brief, I would say that empathy. So how much of the levels of empathy that we have that you display. Yes. Right. So I'm getting some intimations. Okay, that's part of the taste. Then relationship. Okay, how best we can manage relationship with others through mentoring, counseling, to display the leadership ability. Right. Then, so I also got this. Yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it to you. It's John Piaget. John Piaget, he's a Swiss psychologist and a professor. So he talks about the cognitive processing. So when we are thinking, when we are experiencing something, so we have its own cerebral processes. Alright? So this is natural. It has to happen for the cognitive development from birth to death. And any interruption with this, the cognitive process will lead to some other repercussions. Right? So, as you know, of course, banking and of course, AI in banking. So I think the previous speaker, Professor Stay, was talking that, yeah, I think in 1992, when the liberalization took place in the banking industry, it was a transformation. People were afraid of losing job because of computers coming in, but nothing such happened. So we talk about the functions of AI. These are things: image recognition, machine learning, these are algorithms, audio speech recognition and processing, and linguistic processing, and deep learning process. So when you talk about one of the perfect modules, I can say, that actually integrates AI and AI with CRM model, customer relationship management. And this module actually is developed by one is by Infosys, they got it as Pinnacle, and one more is Oracle. Actually, they are actually in terms of FlexSuite. Okay, so the integration of AI and AI. See, so the various assumptions of code that we have, right? So based on the various existing literature review, so these are the assumptions that we have made. Assumption 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. We have made almost 10 assumptions. So I'll not take much time here. So just a little assumption. So one is how machine learning can assist employees to achieve interpersonal awareness. Then assumption 2, how deep learning enables employees to re-engineer their cognitive competencies and efficiencies. And yes, I think we all might be aware that we went to the health watch, which can monitor our health. But now the research is on, where it can also assess your emotions. How much stressful you were, how many times you feel, not only angry, okay, the amount of time you were happy, all that. So about problem solving strategies, then assumption 4, it's about how problem solving can help in conflict resolution and managing change. So I'm going a little bit fast. Okay, so if you have any doubt, please reach out to me. And knowledge representation that sharpens our inferencing skills, and language processing and how it can nurture our empathy. Then algorithms, how we can expand the patterns. And yes, I can see this Instagram algorithm. I think you all must be aware what and how to post. Okay, and the Instagram itself gives you a suggestion whether you want to post an image or a text which will have more accessibility, which will have more likes, something like that. Okay. I believe people are using Instagram. Then coming to deep learning, that's employee awareness of organization and importance. I would say deep learning is given up. I'm also working on a module called creative visualization. Okay, so with the help of AI, and so I think the previous speaker, he was talking about virtual reality, augmented reality. So we are actually working on creating that augmented reality biology, right? So I think most of you might have experienced this sleep paralysis. We'll be sleeping, we're unable to lift our head, okay, unable to move our limbs. But when you are opening your eyes and something is coming in front of you, right? That is something biologically, naturally, some kind of augmented reality is happening with you. So we're also working on that by, through that creative visualization process. And finally, in my terms, let us not treat AI as an alien. Okay, AI is after all is created by us for the betterment of human life. Right? But only thing is we have to make some efforts, conscious efforts, in order to embrace this AI facility. Right? So with this, I would like to conclude my talk. So thank you so much for your patient listening. If you have any questions, or it's like a not, then you can further take it over. So again, sorry that I'm waiting for the time. So thank you, and once again, thank you to Lieutenant Dr. Ranganathan sir. And I think I would probably say that my first management paper was published with him. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And also, what is the impact of the artificial intelligence on human beings and our problems face them? I don't want to take much time. So, I would like to invite Professor Inaugural to speak on this occasion. Okay, good afternoon everybody. నాకు తెలిసి అందరూ ఆకలిగా ఉన్నాము కానీ ఒక 15 నిమిషాలు చాలు నాకు 15 minutes లో నా సెక్షన్ నా స్పీచ్ కంప్లీట్. My topic is digital payment systems for cashless economy. As we know that the technology has been playing a greater role in all aspects, particularly trade point of view, commerce point of view. Its role is dominant. నేను ఎప్పుడు ఇలాంటి పరిస్థితి వస్తుందని కూడా ఊహించలేదు. ఈ డిజిటల్ పేమెంట్ సిస్టమ్స్ వల్ల మన యొక్క స్వభావం మారుతుందని, అలాగే మన యొక్క సైకాలజీ పైన కూడా దెబ్బతీస్తుందని చెప్పేసి నేను ఎప్పుడు అనుకోలేదు. ఎందుకంటే 1990లో నేను జాయిన్ అయినప్పుడు ఒక బ్యాంక్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే కేవలం డబ్బు డిపాజిట్ చేసుకోవడం వెళ్తే దాదాపు గంట సేపు పట్టేది. విత్డ్రాయల్ కోసం పోతే ఒక గంట సేపు పట్టేది. ఇంకొకరి కోసం పేమెంట్ చేయాలంటే ఇంకొక గంట పట్టేది. నో డౌట్ ఆ ఫెసిలిటీ ఆ యొక్క అదృష్టం ఇప్పుడు లేదు. ఇంకో రెండంటే ఏంటంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు చూస్తున్నాం, ఏమైనా జామకాయలు అమ్మాయిల దగ్గర కూడా ఆ బుట్టలో ఏముంటుందంటే జామ పంటతో పాటు ఒక క్యూఆర్ కోడ్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, నేను మా తోటలో పనిచేసే కూలీలకు డబ్బులు పే చేయాలంటే క్యాష్ తీసుకుని పోవాల్సిన అవసరం నాకు లేదు. ఇప్పుడు సార్ దయచేసి మీరు జస్ట్ మీరు పంపించేసేయండి సార్, ఫోన్ పే ద్వారా పే చేయండి అంటున్నారు. ఈవెన్ యువర్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ వర్కర్స్ కూడా మీరే అవసరం లేదు సార్, వీక్లీగా మీరే పే చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, ఫోన్ పే ద్వారా పే చేయండి. సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ కన్వీనియన్స్. ఇది ఎలా వచ్చింది? ఓన్లీ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ సో మెనీ టెక్నాలజీస్. ఎంత ఈజీగా, ఎంత కన్వీనియంట్ గా
అఫ్ కోర్స్ మన స్వభావాన్ని మర్చిపోతున్నాం అనుకోండి. అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఒక కట్ట డబ్బు నోట్ల కట్ట తీసుకుని జోబులోకి వెళ్ళి బజార్కి వెళ్తే అందులో చిల్లర కూడా వేసుకుంటే వచ్చే మజా ఇంకో రకంగా ఉండదు. మనం కొనేటప్పుడు కూడా ఏమవుతుంది, ఒక కుండను కొనడానికి పోతే నేను నా భార్య కనీసం 10 సార్లు దాన్ని కొట్టి చూసి ఆ సౌండ్ వింటే గానీ ఆమెకు సాటిస్ఫై కాదు. అలాంటి పరిస్థితులన్నీ పోయాయి. ఓకే, అమ్మేవాడు కూడా ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు, ఎవడు వాడు అలవటం లేదు. కూరగాయల వాడు కూడా ఎవరు అలవటం లేదు. ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే దే ఆర్ యూజింగ్ మైక్స్ ఫోన్స్. 2 గంటలకు పోదామని, ఇంటికి పోదామని, నిద్రపోదామని పోతే మనల్ని ఏమంటే నిద్రపోనివ్వరు. ఓకే, ఇవన్నీ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఓన్లీ పెను మార్పులు వచ్చాయి. ఆ పెను మార్పులు ఏంటంటే నో డౌట్ మనం ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నాం, పేమెంట్స్ అనేది చాలా ఈజీగా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నాం. కానీ ఆ పేమెంట్ వల్ల ఉన్న తతంగం ఏంటి? ఒక ఫైనాన్షియల్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంటున్నాం. ఫైనాన్షియల్ సిస్టమ్ లో మనకి ఏం కావాలంటే ఫైనాన్షియల్ మార్కెట్స్, ఫైనాన్షియల్ సర్వీసెస్ అండ్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇంటర్మీడియరీస్. This financial system is more important for transforming your savings into capital. It will supply capital to the production centers. Okay. Moreover, making payment, receiving payment. Okay, that is all necessitating so many transactions, and everybody, both customer as well as the merchant, and they have been so happy because instant payment is possible. How these particular product standard is possible with regard to the payment systems? Of course, we have listened usage of credit cards, usage of debit cards. Now, those are also outdated. Now UPI through mobiles only. Connection of so many, see that payment, the instruments, payment technologies and all those things, you are making the UPI payments very conveniently. Even a layman is also doing that particular transaction. See, out of total payments in India, 75% of payments are the payments through UPI. And you imagine, our governor was also telling, you imagine if this particular the instruments are to be internationalized, so we are going to getting say that there will be a maximum boost up to our economy. So here we start with, of course, for economic development, what are important? We know that usage of natural resources and usage of the economic factors like capital formation, growth in foreign trade, growth in financial markets, supply of capital. And for economic development, non-economic factors are also more important. That is, quality of human resources, political philosophy, and demographic conditions, as well as developed literacy and the socio-cultural factors. Of course, every country's economy is now growing. Of course, we may not be reaching to that status of the advanced countries, but still, we are just, our performance is better when compared to the previous years with regard to economic development and the efforts for attaining the objectives of the economic development. I already told you that. Now the policymakers, governments, and the economies, they are focusing more on what is the cashless economy. Cashless economy doesn't mean that economy without cash. No. Giving too much preference to the digital payments and avoiding to the maximum possible, avoiding the usage of currency. Of course, we have many advantages with regard to the cashless economy. Particularly, it will reduce the tax avoidance. Say that there will be no scope for maintaining or having a particular black money. And you can say that you can have a permanent record of that all your transactions, that is to be done by each and every individual, including your trader, and say that eliminating counterfeit currency, this is more important thing, because even see that the counterfeit currency is helping so many parties to destroying our country in several ways. Of course, we have the blend of so many technologies, hardware technologies, software technologies, networking technologies, microwave, some what is the satellite technologies. So here, particularly for having and for developing the present payment systems, so many initiatives were taken by the government and by the RBI and by the financial institutions. So that many changes since 1990, that is the new economic policies, there has been a tremendous change in government policy, banking activity, and information and communication technology, and particularly related to the financial services, and of course extending the pensions for providing the social security in trade and commerce in all aspects. See that the technologies we are using and the technology has been playing a dominant role. Of course, see that growth in digital payments in India. I have presented the comparative figures, that is 2010, 11, 2015 and 16. And 2021 and 22. See that retail payments, it was only, the volume point of view, it was only 0.10, that is volume point of view. Value point of view, then the same thing was there. But in 15-16, when it comes to 15-16, value has been increased to 220.80, the value has increased. Okay. The same thing is increased maximum exaggeratedly, that is 46,625 billion. Of course, retail payments, nothing but making payments through immediate payment systems. Of course, credit cards, debit cards, and prepaid the payment instruments. Of course, see that there is an enormous increase of growth in the payments of digital payments. Why? Because it means the background is different. If you just look into the evolution, it started from, I think so, that is the then government that was in the year 1991, that is P.V.Narasimha and Manmohan Singh combination. They have taken one good initiative, that is the financial inclusion policy. Nothing but the main aim of that financial inclusion policy was only to bring a large number of people into the ambit of the banking network and providing access to the banking services. That was the beautiful idea, and that has led to the present status, number one. And number two is what is that, of course, and there was the mandatory on the part of the public sector banks, because when the entry of private foreign banks was there in India, to compete with that private foreign banks, and see that public sector banks were forced to follow the computerization. And inevitably our the public sector banks were also followed that particular computerization of banks. So first they started with what is the introduction of encoders, okay, standard checks, processing of checks. For that particular one, they have made what is that magnetic interconnector recognition, MICR technology. They have only for standardizing that particular one only there. And in the next stage, of course, particularly related to the bank network point of view and branch management point of view, they have gone through this computerization for recording of the financial data and managing the operations. And they have gone through this introduction of standalone basis. They have gone through. That is the further move when compared to the MICR technology. Next. Okay, so that over. And the important thing relating to this particular one is core banking solution application, CBS, in the banking sector. That has been made a very tremendous change in the banking activity, and see that mainly for the financial services sector also. Because the core banking sector, core banking solutions applications first initially was there only for focusing on how to manage the various departments within the organization, that is within the banks. And the next, the core bank solutions were mainly focused on branch banking. Then afterwards, bank to bank networks were developed with this CBS applications and all. Now you can see that for having seamless transaction processing between various internal departments, and so the CBS were developed. In that particular one, different departments were run effectively and efficiently by all the banks. Of course, EFT technology point of view, EDA technology were also supported for this, the CBS core banking solutions as well. And see that for connecting public sector banks and using computer system resources like IBM in metro cities, only 9 metro cities were selected that was in the initiate with the network developed by the RBI that was in the year 1987 with the bank net. That was another improvement, significant improvement. See that? And for communication backbone for banks and financial institutions, they have inaugurated the Indian Financial Network at Hyderabad, that is on 1999. And for monitoring the growth in Infinite, see that RBI has established one institution, that is Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology, that is in the year 1999. And of course, Infinite has played a key role in Inter-City Electronic Clearing Services, EFT, Centralized Funds, Management System, CFMS, and RTGS. And with that, other initiatives were also made by the government, that is the enactment of IT Act, that is the Information and Technology Act, that is in the year June 2000 year. And legislation of the Payment and Settlement Assistance Act, PSS Act, that is in the year 2007. And this particular PSS Act is nothing but it is going to enforcing like anything with regard to that particular payment system, PSS Act only. And another one is the government has taken initiative that is the establishment of National Payment Corporation of India, that is NPCI, that is in the year 2008. See that NPCI is an authorization, the entity, it is going to providing authorization licenses for everything related to the payment systems. That institution was developed in the year 2008. And another the institution was also developed by the Government of India, that is with the help of RBS, that is Clearing Corporation of India Limited, that is CCIL in the year 2001. And another one is the launching of Digital India program by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi in June 2015. The main intention was only to develop broadband highways, providing universal access to mobile connectivity, e-government, e-delivery services, and information to all the people in India. And see that another one is DFIR, nothing but introduction of Digital Payments Action Network in the name of DFIR. Under this particular DFIR, they have extended that particular program, that is the financial inclusion and providing the social protection and financial security to all the citizens of India. And of course, there are several payment methods and the systems are there. Aadhaar enabled the payment system, unified payment interface UPI systems, and internet banking, network of banking and services providers, and financial fintech companies, payment system operators, financial networks, nothing but that popular world popular financial network, that is the chips and the chips, Swift and Fedwire. These are also supporting our other payment systems. And of course, for popularizing and for enhancing the efficiency and effectiveness of these payment systems, and I am suggesting these particular points. What are those things? Incentivization for doing digital transaction, that is incentives are to be extended by the government, both to the user and also the customer and also to the trader. And so that there should be further innovations. When we talk about the disruptive technologies, any disruptive technology should possess the three basic qualities. I feel that number one is upgradation is required. Okay, convenience in usage, that is also more required. And so that efficiency and effectiveness, enhancement of efficiency and effectiveness is more required. And it must be easily understandable to even a layman also. If these particular technologies are providing these basic features, definitely that will be helpful for this development of the payment system. So with regard to financial products point of view, service point of view, instruments point of view, and I feel that we have the technologies, they have to maintain that particular qualities. Of course, adoption of international standards, not international standards, international standards. So that right now we have, of course, effective financial systems. But for gaining the status of having the efficient financial systems, we require to follow the international standards. And so that more focus would be to be based on that particular. Of course, internationalization of payment system. Now, very recently, the digital currency has been introduced, and our the governor, the authorities, they also focusing that digital currency are to be internationalized for attracting more and more international payments. And of course, your financial inclusion strategies must be rational. In the sense, it must be more the prospective. Okay, it must be more the relevant. Of course, enforcement of strict laws. So these are all the initiatives that we require for the strengthening of the financial systems regard to the payment systems. Government has taken so many steps. It has appointed so many committees. Since 1985, it has appointed so many committees. The RBI authorities under the experts committee, and these experts committees have worked on so many matters. Introduction of technologies, and see that computerization. And these committees they have worked on the social aspect, strengthening the security aspects, and deepening the financial payment systems, and how to see that how to enforce these particular the financial payment systems, and they have made so many enactments, and they made even see that amendments to so many acts also, and finally see that they have established so many institutions, and the present status of the mobile what we can say that the payment system is due to this particular fact, due to this particular background. So this is my presentation. How I could provide only what are the basic things which is required for gaining knowledge relating to the financial system, and see that basically what technologies are supported, many technologies are supported. So this is my presentation regarding how the digital payment system is going to leading to having the cashless economy. Of course, cashless economy, and every country is trying for the cashless economy. And I hope that very soon, we will be getting that particular cashless economy, because I see that even uneducated people also, they are very active. They are very active in using the mobile phones, and they are also very active in using that particular mobile phone for several purposes. So with this, I extend my sincere thanks to the organizers, particularly my friend Ramanathan, for providing me this particular opportunity. Okay. Thank you. So thank you very much. I want to thank to all the audience, because you are very ఎలాంటి ఇబ్బంది లేకుండా మీరు విన్నందుకు చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
very much. టెక్నాలజీలో వచ్చే మార్పులను మనం ఖచ్చితంగా ఆహ్వానిస్తూ ఆ మార్పుల వల్ల వచ్చేటటువంటి ప్రతికూల అంశాలు కూడా మనం ఎదుర్కోవడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉండాలని తెలియనటువంటి మా గురువుకి మరియు అదేవిధంగా ఇంకొక మాట ఏదైనా కూడా ఏ డెవలప్మెంట్ అయినా కూడా హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ మానవే చేస్తారు కాబట్టి అది ఈ టెక్నాలజీ ఎంతన్నా డెవలప్ కానీ దాన్ని ఉపయోగించని మనమే దాన్ని తయారు మనమే కాబట్టి దాని పర్యవసనాలు అన్ని కూడా మనమే భరిస్తాం కాబట్టి మనం చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండాలని చెప్తూ ఇంకొక అంశంపై చిన్న వాటిని చెప్పి పిలుస్తాను. నేను లాస్ట్ 2 years 3 years బ్యాక్ నేను ఒక ట్రైనింగ్ వెళ్ళాను. డెవలప్మెంట్ గురించి చెప్తూ వేరే ఒక మాట ఉన్నాను. వేరే పార్టీ వెళ్ళాడు. ఏరోప్లేన్ దిగిన తర్వాత ఆయన రూమ్కి వెళ్ళే వరకు వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత కూడా ఏ ఒక్క హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ తో కూడా పని లేకోకుండా అన్ని కనిపించాడు. ఎక్కడే కానీ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ తో అవసరం లేకోకుండా మనుషులు లేకోకుండా ఇదేనా డెవలప్మెంట్ అనుకున్నాక ఒక ఆలోచన గమనిస్తాక డెవలప్మెంట్ అంటే ఇదేనా అంటే మనిషితో సంబంధం లేకోకుండా ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నాము సరే ఖచ్చితంగా మనము డెవలప్మెంట్ కావాల్సిందే టెక్నాలజీ మనము ఆపాదించాల్సిందే అయితే ఎక్కడా కూడా ఏ మనిషితో కూడా అవసరం పడలేదంట. అప్పుడు ఆలోచించే విషయం వచ్చిందంట. అంటే ఏ మనిషితో లేకోకుండా మనిషితో సంబంధం లేకోకుండా డెవలప్మెంట్ వెళ్తున్నాం కాబట్టి మనము ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నాము అన్న నేను అప్పుడు అడిగాను అనమాట. మరి డెవలప్మెంట్ వద్దా సార్ నేను అడిగాను. సార్ డెవలప్మెంట్ వద్దా టెక్నాలజీ వద్దా అని అడిగాను. లేదండి అన్ని బాగున్నాయి కానీ నాకు ఒక అంశం ఏంటంటే హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ లో వాల్యూ పెరుగుతున్నాయని తెలుస్తుంది. అంటే ఎంత డెవలప్మెంట్ ఉన్నా కూడా వాల్యూస్ లేకపోతే ఆ డెవలప్మెంట్ కు అర్థం ఉండదు, పరమార్థం ఉండదు, మన మనుగడకే ఇబ్బంది ఉంటుంది. మరి ఎలా అంటే ఎక్కడైతే హ్యూమన్ వాల్యూస్ డెవలప్ అవుతాయో అభివృద్ధి అనేది టెక్నాలజీ అనేది ఇంకా చెందుతుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు 10 years లో వచ్చేటువంటి డెవలప్మెంట్ 1 year లో వస్తున్నారు. ఎక్కడైతే వాల్యూస్ వస్తున్నాయో కాబట్టి మన సమాజంలో ప్రతి ఒక్క దానికి కూడా మూలం వచ్చేసి మనం హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్ కాబట్టి మనం అందరూ కూడా ఈ టెక్నాలజీని ఆహ్వానిస్తూనే ఈ యొక్క పర్యవసనాలను కూడా మనం మంచి అంటే ఎదుర్కొంటూ ఒక మంచి టెక్నాలజీని ఇతరులకు హాని కాకుండా ఈ టెక్నాలజీని మనం డెవలప్మెంట్ చేసుకుంటూ మన యొక్క లక్ష్యం విజయాన్ని కోరుకుంటూ ఈ యొక్క చివరిలో ఉమాశంకర్ సార్ గారికి మరియు మా గురువు సార్ గారికి ప్రత్యేకమైన ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ కార్యక్రమాన్ని
Yes, sir.
సార్
The next item is felicitation to guests, sir. Felicitation చేద్దాము. 5 నిమిషాల్లో felicitation ముగించుకొని లంచ్ కి వెళదాం. So I request all the program organizers to be ready with the felicitation arrangement. Commerce staff, please. Department of Commerce. Department of Commerce, Government College, please join the organizers in felicitating the guests. So as a token of respect from the organizers and the government college, Anantapuramu, we would like to invite first recipient, our chief guest, Professor P. Apparao Garu, to receive the presentation. I request our principal to join in felicitating the chief guest.
Please, all the professors, speakers, and guests, please join us. Sir, please. Professor,
Welcome, sir. Krishna, sir, please. Professor E.B. Apparao.
wait, sir, wait, sir. Only 5 minutes.
Thank you very much for having been here, sir, with your wonderful message to the seminar. Thank you, sir. Now I request our guest of honor, Professor E.V. Ramanagaru. Professor E.V. Ramanagaru being felicitated by the principal and the organizers and the other chief guests of the dais. Thank you, sir. Now I request our special guest, Professor D. Anjaneyulu garu, ఈ పండు ఒలిచి పెట్టినట్టుగా పిల్లలకు ఆ డిజిటల్ టెక్నాలజీ క్లుప్తంగా వివరించి మొరాటరీ పోగొట్టినటువంటి ప్రొఫెసర్ డి. ఆంజనేయులు గారిని Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And when our keynote addresser, Reverend Professor Siddeya garu was delivering his keynote address, he made mention of many wonderful points for our reference. Siddeya garni, I request to receive the presentation. Go back. Artificial intelligence plus human. Thank you for your valuable keynote address at this seminar, sir. Thank you. Now I request Dr. K. Umashankar garu, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Bangalore, for his wonderful presentation on this AI versus the pronoun I. It was wonderful. You made good mention of noteworthy points. You are telling artificial intelligence is a job disruptor, but not a job destroyer. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much for you having been here.
Participants, small announcement. 1:15 lunch break, but it is going to be 1:30 right now. So time is extended for lunch. Up to 2:15 we are having lunch break. And from 2:15 to evening 5:30, there are 2 technical sessions are going to happen in the same seminar hall. All the presenters, as soon as you finish your lunch, come back here and then you give the names who are going to present in the offline first. The first offline presenters will be given preference, and then in the second session, online presentations are going to be continued. In the first session, Professor Vijaya Bharati Madam, Department of Commerce, Yoga Vemana University, Madam garu chair chestar session. Alagane Dr. Krishnudu, Department of Seminar-Govt Institute of Management, Department of SK University, Anantapur is going to be co-chair, and the rapporteur is going to be Dr. Madhavi Lata. So now it is time for lunch. Shall we proceed for the lunch? Thank you, sir. Thank you. One and all. Thanks a lot, sir.
Sir, sharp reaction. Streaming.
Streaming stop.